another murderous pair. That went to jail and we murdered the murderers there. Then went to hell and discovered the devil delivered some hurt and despair.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So future Europe, edit that shit out.
I hope you know.
Don't keep it in. We gotta look professional. This is a professional podcast. We're professionals. Okay?
Attempting.
Professionals. We're attempting to be professionals. Okay? Anyway, what's up, everybody? This is the Beard on Fire podcast with your host, Europe. Say what up, Europe.
Hello.
And me, Man Sets Fire. What's up? This is our first episode, so basically we're sorting shit out.
Gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nightmare. You're basically watching a train wreck as it happens.
Yes.
Like right now, the cars are on fire. People are jumping out the windows. It's a train wreck.
This is either going to be the greatest podcast in the world, or this is going to be the only episode.
Right now, I think it's a 50-50 split either way. So we'll take it as it comes. So yeah. Basically, the whole point of this podcast is we talk about whatever the fuck we feel like. We're gonna spit. We're gonna curse, but try not to keep it to a minimum because the children's. Mm-hmm. We like the children's. We're gonna talk about controversial shit. You're gonna hear us say a lot of things that some of y'all might not want to hear, or maybe some of y'all do want to hear, depending on how you feel this particular day in this particular moment. We don't shy away from any subjects.
Not a thing.
If you are easily offended, this is not for you. Please, GTFO. Please go find, I don't know, see Ryan's toy review or something like that. It might be more of a safe space for you.
It'll be about the same gangster level for you.
Exactly. You know? So, yeah. We figured, hey, it's the first episode, so you don't really know us. You don't know shit about us. And maybe it'd be a good idea for you to get to know who's going to be screaming in your ear for the next 30 minutes. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start with Europe because he's way more interesting than me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't know. How far back do I go?
Well, what happened was your mother and your father saw each other in one fateful night. And, well, no. Go back as far back as you feel like, bro. We got an entire season.
True.
Just spit off the dome. How do you feel?
Currently, I'm a stay-at-home dad, a Twitch streamer, I have 2 podcasts, and a Let's Play. That's kind of my thing.
I didn't even know he had a Let's Play. That's new.
It's brand new.
You have a Let's Play?
First episode came out Tuesday. On the same
Where the fuck was my notification?
They didn't. I don't like to annoy people with pings. So it got posted in general. It just didn't tag me.
Okay. Well, for future reference, anything that we mention, any project that we are working on would be in the description box below. So you could definitely go and check that out. When this goes up, we will also have a link to that same walkthrough for you guys to check out. What game are you playing?
It's me and Cyref.
Oh,
and
you and your brother.
Yeah. No cams, none of that stuff, just the game.
Okay.
Talking over it. And
classic Let's Play material. Okay.
Yeah, so the first 2 episodes we were playing Moving Out.
Okay.
Dumb co-op. Just something for us to, play and mess with each other. Figure that's more, top tier content.
And how's that gameplay?
I don't know, goofy. It's kind of like very Human Falls Flat.
Okay.
Kind of like very basic animation, goofy. Like throwing furniture out of windows.
Yeah. Sounds like perfect. I'm drunk and I'm gonna play something type of fare.
Yeah, pretty much. But
okay.
We got two done. One came out Tuesday. Next one's coming out tomorrow. But by the time you guys watch this one, it will be yesterday.
Okay.
That's coming out Thursday. This is coming out Friday.
Okay.
Okay. That makes sense.
Fair enough. Tell us something about you that might surprise people.
Might surprise people?
Yeah.
Okay. Despite how white I am, and this giant beard and my bald head, not racist.
What? Oh my god!
I just throw that out there.
Just throwing it out there for like the two of you who will probably see this and don't know who we are. Because we're pretty sure our friends are going to be the ones watching. They're going to be primary chunk of the people watching this right now.
They're going to be the ones that push us up into the strangers.
Exactly. So the two new of you is going to see him and think, oh my god, that fucking cracker, he's going to fucking sit here and call me the N-word. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Call us the N-word. No, this other shit. One, fuck you. Two, he's wearing a Wu-Tang shirt. If he wasn't like that, I would have been called him out on that already. And three, he's probably more into rap than even I am. Yeah, I'm just gonna call that out right now.
I'm a rapper.
He's definitely incorporated the culture within him. So yes, and you haven't seen his wife. So
I mean, there's a Puerto Rican flag.
Flag right behind him. So that could be also, just saying.
I had this conversation the other day with Lex.
Okay. How'd that go?
Of you can't be racist because you mess with these people. I'm like, no, you can still be racist.
You can still be crazy racist.
Specific version.
Exactly. Oh yeah, newsflash. Controversial take, but you're gonna get a lot of that here. Black people could be extremely fucking racist.
Oh yeah.
I've always hated that argument of well, if you're oppressed, then you can't be racist. Like you're a fucking idiot. Okay, I've seen black people be racist towards other races and themselves.
Of course.
But yeah, go ahead.
But I heard somewhere, nothing to back this up, that Asians are the most racist, and it's usually against other Asians.
Okay, funny thing about that, if you want to see racism, take a page from, and again, like I said, you're going to get offended here. This is just a warm-up. This is episode 1.
We're not even loose yet.
We're not even loose. He's drinking, I'm not. So once I start to get to drinking, he's going to get loose.
There's no alcohol here right now.
Oh, there's no that? Okay.
That's Red Bull.
For you. That's Red Bull?
Yeah.
Shit, we're not even loose yet, folks.
I got to wake up. I mean, I'm high.
Oh, you're high right now?
Yeah, not.
You don't sound like you're high.
Nah, but you can tell I'm also a lot more
relaxed.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Usually, the people on this channel are gonna see my energy level between episodes. I'm gonna go back here, calm, and then I'm just gonna come in one day and just be like, "What the?"
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be throwing shit
Trust me. They'll see that with me too. I tend to go from 100 to 0 real quick. So yeah, you're gonna see that. As the episodes go on, I'm gonna be super hyper in the beginning, and then slowly taper off. Because then when I get comfortable, I get loose and I start talking all kinds of shit. So stick around for that. But yeah, ultimately, some of the most racist encounters I've ever had. Oh, and I guess we'll go to me. I live in the Big Apple. The melting pot, if it were. Yeah. Where basically everybody comes together and we like to pretend and we like to present like we all get along. We fucking don't.
And then everybody stabs everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing. It's equal opportunity stabbing. You can get stabbed. You're just as likely to get stabbed by a Latino, a black guy, a white guy, an Italian, a Jew, any race. You can get stabbed by anybody. So in that sense, we are a melting pot. But yeah, although we have guns over here, although they're crazy illegal. More on that later.
I got a gun.
Well, yeah, but you live where you live.
Yeah, you can just buy a gun here.
Exactly. You literally just go to Walmart. Can't you guys go to Walmart and buy guns?
Nah, Walmart's
literally. They stopped doing it.
Yeah.
They were doing it, but then they stopped.
Yeah, but there's so many gun stores around here. You literally just need a driver's license and a background check.
And the background check is 7 days?
It's a wait list. But I think it's about 7. But since I'm prior military and I was working security at the time, I already had so many background checks, so I would be able to go in and buy a gun and walk out.
Yeah,
at the same time.
Because you're military. So you probably just show them your card, and they'll be like, "All right, cool," and you can walk out with the gun. And you'll just get the permit in the mail or something, right?
Yeah, and it's just no, you don't even need a permit here.
Well, first off, where is there? Because that could be relevant information.
Oregon.
There you go, Oregon. So
in the middle.
for all you want to be gun people,
not all that crazy shit up in Portland.
Okay.
We got like cowboys
in the middle.
out here, like
like legit ass cowboys.
Yeah.
Like walking around like on horses and shit.
No, driving trucks, but they still dress the part. They still work on ranches. Like it's a lot of cattle and farming out here.
Oh, you guys live in that. Oh, you guys living the life.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm kind of weird out here though, because like I was raised in Portland. Like I'm a city kid, and I grew up in Portland when, like 90s Portland, not this new soft shit. Like like motherfuckers like getting fucked up, cars getting stolen. Like,
well, how was 90s Portland?
It was very much like the very I don't know how to say it. Like it's not a lot of gang shit. But there's definitely a risk of being jumped or shot. Like, and like car theft is a big thing because Portland isn't that big of a city, so you could steal a car and drive fucking 2 hours
and
to
get out
a
the
small
city.
town and just sell it there. You're like, you know what I mean? Like, but like that, and then we moved down here in like when we were like 13, 14, give or take. And did middle school, or 3 months of high school. We'll talk about that later. And then I worked at McDonald's and went to, do you know what Job Corps is?
I know what Job Corps is, yeah.
Yeah, so I went to Job Corps and I got my GED and...
you just kind of solved what the conversation later was going to be, but yeah.
Was that?
You said we were talking more about it later, and then you said I got my GED.
No, I was talking about why I wasn't in it.
Yeah.
But so when I was at Job Corps, I got my GED, and I got an apprenticeship for, is that what it's called? For carpentry.
Oh shit!
So like I got like certified to start working as an apprentice for somebody, kind of thing. But then right after I got that, the recruiter showed up, and a couple of other guys were like, "I'm gonna join the army," and I was like, "I ain't doing shit. I'm gonna join the army too." And then 5 years in the military, and then when I moved back here, be close to my mom. And it's just like my personality doesn't exactly vibe with the feel of this place.
How so?
Because it's all like country shit. Like,
well, you'd figure that, you know, all those country people, military's big in the country.
Yeah. But there's like military guys out here, but I'm talking about like, I wasn't raised here. You know,
oh, okay,
so it's like just kind of a shift in culture. But I mean, that's why me and like Cha-Cha get along. That we both were raised the same way. Like he's a native, and
Native American.
Growing up, we were both raised on the very basic principle that if you fight somebody, it's like a man-to-man thing. Like you don't jump in other people's fights. If it's a one-on-one, you let them
shoot the fair one.
Yeah,
shoot the fair one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if somebody from their side jumps in, then everybody jumps in. Like, because then you broke the rules. Like, but then so I get along with the ruffians out here.
The ruffians. You see how things change. But yeah, the ruffians. Okay.
Yep. And then my wife being from Puerto Rico and raised in New Jersey now lives here East with Coast. Me. So it's like neither one of us. Like it's nice here, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, you never really went into detail about how that happened. Like just personally, you never went into detail on how that happened. I think you told me you met her in Germany or something like that.
Oh, how I met Lex?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So probably another story that we're gonna have to get into later. But I was engaged when I was in the military. It was
you engaged somebody else?
Yeah, so it was like the dumb I was 18 in the military, went to a foreign country. They want to fuck Americans, so plus they want that base access.
Oh, okay.
But, hey,
God damn, okay.
There's women who make a living doing that.
Really?
Yeah. Because they can just buy shit on base with no tax, and then they can take it off base and sell it.
Yeah, makes sense.
But so I was engaged, horrible fucking relationship, like on both sides. I was a piece of shit first. She was a piece of shit back to me, which made it just kept going back and forth.
It's like, well, you hurt me, so I'm gonna hurt you back, and after a while, you forget who hurt who first.
Right. It just became toxic.
I've been there and I've done that.
Okay, so
we'll get into that later.
Yes, sir. But when I got out of the military, I was still with her. So I had to get a base on job so I could get a worker's permit, stay there while I learned German and got a local job, like could get citizenship pretty much. Excuse me.
Wait, are you telling me this whole time you can speak German?
No.
I was about to say.
I was supposed to be.
He's like, I had to learn German. I'm like, dude, you could speak German this entire fucking time?
No. I just don't know Spanish. I've been with Lex for 10 years.
Really?
I need to learn. But it's like I hope she doesn't watch this. But I always had the
she's going to. She's going to watch this.
But I always had the plan to learn Spanish secretly and then surprise her with it. But she's always next to me.
Well, yeah, she's your wife. She's supposed to always be next to you. Well, not always,
but it's But that was at the earlier part of the relationship, and now we have 2 kids. So it's even when she goes to work, I can't sit here and learn Spanish because I have 2 kids that are running around punching each other in the face.
Sounds like your kids, yeah, okay.
Okay, so got out of the military, got a job on base, and a little I want to say 4 months after that, she ended up working there too.
At the base?
At the same shop I was
at the same shop where you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was Burger King. Not trying to hide that. But
a job's a job.
You'll have to ask her version of it when we have her on at some point. Because she has this whole it was love at first sight, blah blah, that thing, whatever. And she came in, and me being who I am, I was like, oh, look at this cute little Latina girl. I need to be friends with her.
Friends.
But I was still with my fiance at the time, so we didn't do anything. And it just ended up that we vibed so well that we just became best friends, before we were even together. And then it was a few months, and she was hanging over, and my fiance at the time was in Hawaii because she was half German, half Hawaiian. And got off a phone call with her, and Les was just like, "Why are you guys still together? This sounds exhausting."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, I really don't know why at this point." And then it was another month later when I was like, "All right, I gotta stop. I'm breaking this off." So broke it off with her, and then it was probably another 2 months until me and Lex actually started hooking up.
Damn.
And she was in Germany because her step parents are both military, so she was a dependent at the time. Yeah, and then we lived in Germany for a year, give or take, and just saved up enough money so we could fly back, and we decided to fly back here because my mom was able to hook me up with a job. So it was the one place we knew where I had work. And that's how we got back here.
What was the job?
I was a maintenance man at a resort.
Oh, okay.
It was a little a golfing resort, drive around in little pickup trucks. To fix door hinges and fix televisions for old people. That kind of basic stuff.
It's a job, and it sounds like it would have paid decent.
Okay, I moved to more better paying jobs, but yeah, I would say like I want to say it was paying like 14.50 an hour.
14, 15 an hour back then out there was enough.
Yeah, but I mean, it was also like guaranteed 40 hours every day. Like,
Yeah,
it was solid. Like,
yeah.
and plus at that time, I didn't really need something like that because we were living with my mom when we first came back. So we were,
Oh, so that's straight bread in your
yeah,
pocket.
we are just saving up so we could move.
Okay.
And then I don't know. Okay, so I was wondering if I was just gonna keep going up to where I'm at, but I might as well now, right?
Yeah, I mean the forum is yours. This is people's introduction to who you are and what you're about.
I mean, I'm gonna keep talking, and we're gonna have to end this. So the next one's gonna have to be you.
Fine. I was not joking. Do not expect. Y'all don't expect great things. I'm very boring. Trust me.
No, it's not like my shit's any better.
Let's see. We've had engagement that was broken off already. Hot spicy foreign girl.
Mm-hmm.
Some light, action with early Portland. I mean, I'm entertained, so
All right.
I'm pretty sure they would be too.
All right. So a situation came up at the resort where they were trying to accuse me of not doing things I was doing. Because it's a resort, so it's like they would make us fill in what we did for every like 15-minute period.
Oof.
Yeah,
okay.
Rough. And so it's like you literally can't sit down at no point. You constantly have to be moving and trying to fix something. Somewhere.
It's called busy work. I hate jobs that require that.
It's ridiculous. So it came up that they accused me that I was filling in the stuff and not actually doing it, which is bullshit.
Okay.
But they didn't tell me that. They just came to me one day and they're like, "You need to go home." And I was like, "All right, going home." And I didn't hear anything back from them for like 2 days. And so I started looking for another job. And so I got a job at I don't know if you would know it, Opportunity Foundation. I was a caregiver.
Okay. Like I know what a caregiver could be, so.
Yeah, it's like worked in houses for people with disabilities.
Okay.
And so I got that job, and then they tried to call me back like a week later, and they're like, "Oh, hi, we went over everything and wanted to know if you wanted your job back, you can come in for a meeting and we can discuss what happened." And I was like, "No."
Fuck you.
Why would I work for a place that's just like, "Okay, bye"? No, I'm not.
Yeah. That's 2 days' pay that I'm going to go without. Now, what happens if I was catching my ass? All right, fuck you.
Yeah, right? And then, so I started working there. I was doing 12 to 12 night shifts.
12 to 12? That's 12 hours.
Yeah. And no, it was 10 to 10. 12 hours.
10 to 10. That's still 12 hours.
Yeah. It was a night shift, so it wasn't like a lot of work. Just if somebody woke up and I had to like cook breakfast, like easy. So I could sit, relax, whatever.
And how often did that actually happen when you had to get up and do shit in the middle of the night, really?
Oh, no, it was every night. Like, like it wasn't just nothing to do. Like we had a client in a wheelchair.
Oh, okay.
And so he had to use the bathroom like every hour or so. So I had to get him into his chair, take him into the bathroom, like,
Did you have to clean him and everything too?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, I burned shit in Afghanistan. Like that's not an issue to me.
That's an actual thing, burning shit in Afghanistan?
It was my first deployment.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't the second one, but not as bad. Okay. But so I did that for 3 years. And during that time I had my first son. And so I was like 2 years, like the first 2 years of my son's life, like I was working during the night, sleeping during the day, and I saw him maybe 4 hours, like if I was lucky. You know what I mean? And then it was just after a couple of years, I was like, I can't miss my kid's life like this.
Yeah. So
while still working there, I was just applying to other shit. And then I think it was Lex that sent it to me, but this is actually where I met Cha-Cha, but I got hired for a armored truck security.
I was just about to say.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I know. A lot of like ex-military, ex-police guys, they always tend to go into security at some point. That's how y'all make some decent money,
yeah,
which y'all
and
experience.
it paid
Hmm.
pretty well. Like I was making, let's say, almost 20 an hour, and that's even like on the lower end. Like I could have gone to another company to make more, but once I started working there, I realized that it was did not run well.
You're
So
gonna have to explain that. What do you
so
mean didn't run well?
so the manager had no idea what he was doing.
Okay.
Like he'd been doing the job for like 20 years or something like that. Like when he started doing it, you had to like write stuff on paper for like
Hmm.
the cash transactions and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But it's like now it's like we have a little like the FedEx driver thing. Like you just
Okay.
scan,
Okay.
you know. But he doesn't know how to use it. And say like so anytime we get a new guy, we would have to train him on everything.
Hmm.
So that I'm pretty sure he had brain damage. He was kind of like not there all the time.
Okay. This is the manager.
Yes.
The manager of a security of an armored truck company.
Right.
You're legitimately telling me in an unironic way might have legitimately had brain damage.
I feel like yes.
Okay. And then you're gonna need to back up that claim real quick, buddy.
Okay, but it was like so it was constantly like so every stop that you have has like its own customer number, all this stuff. Like every coin you scan, every bag of cash you scan, all has numbers.
Mm.
You know, so we can look them up in the system. They know where they know where what is going where, you know. And it was just constantly just him not knowing any of it. And then forgetting where he put the paper, where he had it all written down. And so like you would go into our vault area and he would just have like papers up all over of just like accounts, like their ID numbers, all that kind of stuff that we would have to look up or whatever. But
How old was this dude?
60s had to be.
Ooh, yeah, that's a bad sign, but okay.
But it was like once I started working there a little bit more, I started noticing I was like, half the papers up here we don't even service these people anymore. Like, it's like why? Like you know, he just never cleaned up the shop, like at all. We couldn't keep anybody hired because of like their pay system was like you get a base pay and then you get a it's called a messenger pay.
Messenger pay, okay.
Oh, correction. It's called lead pay.
Leave pay or lead pay.
Like leader.
Okay then. Yeah.
So when you're on the truck, there's a driver and a jumper. And the jumper is the lead guy. Whoever's in that spot, he leads the truck. This is how it's supposed to go. And so if you're that guy, you're supposed to get that pay bump. But this guy had like no control over anything. So we just always got lead pay. And then when we saw that nobody else wanted to work there, we're like, you need to start paying us more.
Yeah.
Because it like that job with all the routes around here is like a 4-man job. So if there's like 2 of us doing that, that's an all day.
That's just what I was about to ask. Like, you're sitting here telling me that you guys are understaffed, right? And then your manager's acting like a moron. Well, not a moron, but he's acting like he's someone who's sick. Let's be politically correct. One rare moment where we will be.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like that sounds honestly dangerous. Because, I mean, I know it's rare, but I mean, sometimes people might try it.
Yeah, it's insane. Like half the security doors in the building didn't even like close. Like at every door in the vault, you're supposed to have like a keypad
Yeah.
that you use to open the door every time. And then half of those you could just push it open. You didn't even have to turn the handle.
What?
Yeah, and then you're supposed to, like, people aren't supposed to recognize your building from the outside.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? They shouldn't be able to look at that and be like, oh, there's where all the money is. And we had 3 armored trucks parked in front of it. He was like, okay, like, but stuff like that.
This might be a bad idea. Okay,
like,
cool.
if you walked into the shop too fast without calling the manager first, he would always try to draw on you.
No, we need specifics. When you say draw on you, what do you mean? What do you mean draw on you?
Like,
be painfully specific.
Like, every time you walked in, he would be like, and like go for his gun.
Reach for his gun.
And I'm like, he was like, I almost shot you. And I'm like, then you shouldn't have this job.
Exactly.
Like, one of the rules for working here is that you have to identify your target before you shoot. If you shoot me, you did not identify me. Like, you should not have a gun.
Period. That is insane. No. Yeah, okay. I'm already now very paranoid. Thank you, you're right.
But the reason I kept working there was because that's where I met Cha-Cha. And we had the same kind of like work ethic of like, no, we're going to come in, we're going to kill it. Like, you might suck at your job, but we're good at it. Like, we're killers. Like, and so hung there.
Maybe not the best phrasing for guys with guns. We're killers.
No, but it was like, it was really fun working there when we were not in the shop. So we would get in, me and Cha-Cha were usually on the same truck.
Okay.
And we would like roll out, and then I would just pull out a big speaker. We would just listen to music and just like laugh, you know, tell jokes. Like, it was fun. And like our customers were great, like all that stuff. But it was just having to deal with anything at the shop. It was just a nightmare.
Yeah, that would irritate me. I'm not dealing with that.
And then, okay, so let me continue my little journey here.
Go ahead, man. The floor is still yours.
So it was last summer. It got like into the hundreds here. And those trucks barely have AC. So you're sitting in that truck and it's 110, 115. And so you're just sweating. And when I was in the military,
and you probably got a whole bunch of gear on.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to. Like, I did.
Supposed to.
Cha-Cha wore his vest. I didn't. But
you didn't wear a vest, dude?
No. Did I get shot?
Okay.
Did I get shot? No.
I mean, yeah, you didn't get shot, thank God. But I mean, if you did, that would kind of suck without a vest.
I'm pretty sure it sucked with a vest.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm just gonna.
Okay, so I had a heat casualty, or I was not casualty, heat victim in Afghanistan. I got overheated, didn't drink enough water, and I had a heat stroke. And so,
wait, what do you guys call it? A heat victim?
No, yeah, something like that. Whatever, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I had a heat stroke.
Okay.
And so, if you don't know, if you've had any kind of like heat related injury, you're more likely to have it again if it gets too hot. And so, being in those trucks, I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I'll come back like when you fix the AC on these trucks. And so I was like, I'm not gonna like kill myself. Like, if I get shot, that's somebody else doing it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be killed by heat in a truck. Like,
I'm gonna be killed by the sun. Kind of bitch ass shit is that?
Right? Like, so I was in there. I went back the one day, and like usual. So the AC broke like immediately again.
Like usual.
Yeah, and then it started like getting heated up. But I was like, I gotta at least end this day, because I don't want to leave Cha-Cha doing the whole thing by himself in that truck. So I was like, I'll push through it, whatever. And then it just got too bad, so I had to call Lex, and I was like, hey, I can't take this. Is it okay if I go home? And she was like, yeah, of course. Get your ass home. And so I just went back and I was like, I can't do this, blah, blah, left. Then I didn't go back the next day, and Cha-Cha went somewhere. So we had the third guy, and we have 2 routes. He always did the second route. Me and Cha-Cha always did the first route. And so I came in on the third day, and I came in and noticed that he didn't do anything on the first route, like at all. So like nobody got their money, nothing was picked up, and
okay, I'm expecting an explanation.
Well, it's like, yeah, it was crazy because anytime he doesn't show up, I've done it by myself, both routes. Cha-Cha's done it by himself, both routes. Like, pick up your fucking weight, dude. Like, if we can do it, there's no reason you can't. And it's like, yeah, it sucks. It would have been a long day, but you're not the only one. Like, crazy. And so I walked back into the office, and I was like, hey, boss, did he not do anything on Route 1? And he was like, oh, I don't know, because he doesn't know anything. And then so I went back in, double checked everything, and saw that he didn't do anything. When I walked back in, I was like, I'm done. I was like, I'm not doing this no more. I was like, me and Cha-Cha are always carrying this dude like around, and I was like, I'm done. I quit. Like, here's the keys, here's my top, blah blah. Like, I just left. And then yeah, came home. Lex started working. I started doing this. And I'm this. And
that was literally the last job you had?
Yeah.
And how long ago was this?
Like a year.
Damn, so this is recent. Holy shit.
Yeah. And I've been doing Twitch since then, anyways.
Okay. Well, I guess the $1 billion question now would be, like, would you consider going back to that? Not to that job, but let's say, like, if Brinks, I'm sure you've heard of Brinks.
Yeah.
Or, you know, what's the other big one? There's like 2 really, really big ones. It's like Brinks and
around here it's Brinks, Garda, and Loomis.
I think I've heard of Garda. All right, cool. So if any one of those 3 hit you up, like, hey, look, we're interested, would you go back to it, or just like, nah, you're just done with that job in general?
I don't know if I would. It would definitely have to be for a company I know has working equipment.
I'm assuming like a Brinks or something like that.
Yeah, I assume Brinks trucks run fucking great. But I don't know. Like, I would definitely go back to it.
Okay.
But I don't know how long I would stick around, because when you're working at a place where you're sitting in a truck for 10 hours with another guy, like, if you don't get along with any of those people, it's not going to be a fun job. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be miserable.
Yeah, so I would probably go back if they offered. I'd probably at this point like $23 an hour minimum. If they offered that, I would definitely go back and check it out, and be like, work there for a little bit and be like, yeah, we'll see if I vibe with anybody or if I can make this work.
Fair enough. Jesus. And that brings us to currently the Twitch superstar.
The guy
Link in the description for you to go see his content.
The content. But yeah, and now I'm just fucking trying to pump shit out.
See what happens. God damn, okay. I can't even get mad at you. And give it a minute. Cool. What time are we at now?
40. Just about.
Fuck.
Boy.
Okay.
Gucci.
Yeah.
You want to stop it here?
Yeah, because I know if we go into mine, that's going to lead into over, and I guess it'll be episode 1 being who is Erupt, and episode 2, I guess, would be me.
Yep.
But yeah, okay, cool.
Get a guest on for the third one?
Yeah. And then we can start just hammering them with random ass questions.
Like, how's your mama?
Okay. Like, how's your mama? How fat is her ass? Anyway, yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, that's my life.
I like that. Yeah. I won't lie to you. Part of me just kind of want to let you rock. I felt like, yo, I should probably be stopping this. But then I was like, I just kind of want to know. And if I want to know, then chances are someone else out there wants to know. So yeah.
I guess.
Ooh.
Hopefully people don't blow their brains out listening to it.
It's pretty interesting to me. I mean, well, let's be real. The first people who are going to see are going to be our friends, and they're going to want to know about you. They're going to want to know about, what are you about, this, that, and third. So it makes sense. Okay, give it a second. Back into show mode, and all right. So, wow, yeah, it sounds like you had a fucking interesting ass life.
Not too bad.
You did all that other shit, and now you here being a Twitch star making Twitch money.
Shit, trying.
You know, like, how does it feel? Like, that entire journey going from that to this.
I don't know.
Do you wish you had done anything different? Do you wish you had done or not done something?
I don't know. I'm always. Oh man, we're gonna get into a whole nother thing. Okay, but quickly, I've always been the kind of person that it's. Of course, I've had like regrets, but I've never.
Everybody
been the kind
does.
I've always been a part of the theory that I wouldn't be where I'm at now if it wasn't for that. Like if I went back and changed anything, then like maybe I would have never met Lex. Like I don't want that, you know. So I'm good where I'm at.
All right, fair enough. Shit.
Right. Shout out to all the people.
Shout out to all the people.
Live all your phases. You got anything you want to plug? Anything you want to promote? Push?
Go to twitch.tv/Nymphette666.
Link in the description.
Link in the description for her content. Hot Australian girl who plays horror games.
Woo!
Yes. But she's mine.
All right.
And now I'm good.
You guys are already on this channel, so there's those things and Twitch. Link in the description. Do it 11 to 3 or try to. When do I stream? Thursday to Monday.
Thursday to Monday at a time
11 to 3.
11 to 3
AM
Pacific Standard Time. So,
CCC.
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Love your faces.
See y'all next time.
We are the murderous pair. That with the jail and we murdered the murderers.